Russia starts to rocket attack electricity. I have 4 hours work electricity, 4 hours no electricity. And I need to like play 2 games at home. Meanwhile, my team do review of second game. I'm running to internet cafe and I'm playing from there. I'm Maynter, and today I'm gonna tell you my story as esport player in Ukraine. I'm playing in League of Legends for a long time, since end of season 2, so basically it's 12 years, I guess. I started like kinda randomly. It was always when you play with friends, and we played like these little tournaments for fun.
Each day is a separate tournament, and you can play either or both days with your team. If you lose a game, you're out of the running.
And we like won Ukrainian one, go to offline event. And it was first time I played like League of Legends more serious. It was amazing, and this feeling was like inside me for a long time, like 1 to 1. So basically, I decided like maybe I need to start, and then it was tryouts in LCA league. So it was like Russia, Ukraine, a bit of Poland, like Moldova. When war started, they closed this not project, but it was a lot of Ukrainian players who wrote to Riots with letter that we want to close this stuff because center of this league was in Moscow.
Стрелка М19 или живой Винсент выбрасывает сейчас своего саппорта.
It's kind of was not Russian league, but in the end it was Russian league because all money was around Moscow. Riot closed it for now. Right now it's like freezed, you know. Tryouts, and my brother said to me, "Oh, maybe you try, just like kinda for fun." Because in my mind it was something like not achievable. It was like everyone knows Spider-Man exists, right? But when you think, can you go to and be like Spider-Man in the movie? It's like kinda not a dream, but it's kinda something like for others. It's like watching a movie, you can be like DiCaprio guy. But I tried for fun, and like from first tryouts, they said, yes, we like you, we can play with you. I mean, obviously, league was super weak, and a lot of guys just was playing for money. A lot of guys was like doing 3 jobs in the same time, manager, player, and assistant coach in my team. So it's like triple salary. But it is what it is. It was first experience. Gaming in Ukraine is a bit different. Like for me, it's a bit miracle that I end up with League of Legends, because in my country, especially like 10 years ago, it was like, oh, you play in League of Legends, are you a girl or what? Or like, are you an anime boy? And like watching anime 10 years ago in my country was a bit red flag. I don't know. Yeah. But right now, obviously, it's different, and we improved on this. The most popular, obviously, was CSGO and Dota 2. It's like was top 1 and top 2. I was in my city where I born. It's called Kramatorsk. And Kramatorsk was kind of close to war line, not so far. And right now it's super close. I work here with my family, mother, girlfriend, brother, father. Everyone was in the city. My family is still in this city. My father and mother working there, so they can just leave and leave their house, you know, their job. It seems like easy to say, oh, if you are so close to your city, just life is more important. Just leave the city and go live to another place, even to another place in Ukraine, like to more safe. But in reality, you have job, you have a house that you built like last 15 years, and you have like every memory in your life related to these places, and you live only when it's like omega necessary, like no other choice, and you live, yeah. Usually when Russia do rocket attack on Ukraine, you have alarm, like ooh, you know the sound. Yeah, and you have like kind of time to go to the safe place. Usually it's like subway because it's deep, or like shelters that build it on this purpose. You just live your life, and then it's like kind of your house can boom every second. In Kramatorsk it's like this. In Kiev you're always like, oh, you see some weird sound outside, you go to shelter and you're fine, for example. Or you stay in your flat, most likely you will be fine as well. But in Kramatorsk it's different, and that's why when like my mother and father still working there, it's a bit hard for me, like mentality, for my mental. I'm thinking about what if something can happen to them, like if I see news about Russia again attacked like Kramatorsk, blah blah blah. I need to insta call, ask something, but for now it's good. But my mother in Paris, I don't think about this. She came to K6 to support me, so I couldn't really leave my country because of military stuff. And I was the LCA player, and I didn't know language like English to speak with people in my team. So for me, I was kind of afraid to change my life and go to European leagues like Spanish team or a French team. I was like a bit naive and stupid little boy, and I was knocking like teams like even KC, for example, like a lot of teams like from LFL first division that like not even considered in these options, but I didn't know. And right now, when this manager write me back like, oh Maynter, I didn't see your message before, like 3 years ago, but you wanna go to trials with us? And they didn't even answer to me like 3 years ago. I was knocking like legit every manager that I could find on Twitter. Maybe it still was the best way because no one knew me. I didn't know anything. And I found Lille Sports a bit randomly. It was hard split for me. It was English, French guys around. I couldn't leave for bootcamp. I was in my real life. Meanwhile, I was like moving from Kramatorsk to other city, from this city to other city. We all moved to, it's called Dnipro. It was a lot, like 8 people, something like this in one flat. It was 2 rooms. War, it's something new for everyone. Like for French guy, imagine like war starting right now. You don't know what to do. And the war is close to you and you like panic moving from your city to another city. And I was moving like 3 times like this. And in the end I said, okay, I moved to Kyiv because it's like capital, the most safe, the best internet to play. And yeah, I was choosing like good place for me and still living in Kyiv. Basically, the hardest time for Ukrainian who work in esports, it's winter. Because when winter comes, like Russia starts to rocket attack electricity. And Ukraine start create these time zones. For example, I was in group number 1. It's like was 5 groups for Kyiv, and I was in group number 1, and I have 4 hours work electricity, 4 hours no electricity. And with scrims I can choose, like I have scrims from 2 to 7, for example, and I need to play it, but I have electricity only until 4. And I need to like play 2 games at home, and meanwhile my team do review of second game. I'm running to internet cafe who work with a big power bank, and I'm playing from there. But I remember when I was streaming like on Twitch, a lot of players in my team and viewers, so like Karmine Corp fans, they don't really understand what is going on, and they're like, oh, maybe is it better now? Or maybe it's a bit freeze right now. It's a bit easy in Ukraine, and in reality, no. And they ask me these questions, and obviously I always answer the most true info that I have in my mind. But you can't really fully explain to them everything just from internet talk. It's a bit hard, especially in my team environment. Like I had a lot of this talk with my coach Wadi. We had like relationship when it was 2 different cultures meeting in the one team, and he was asking me like a lot of Ukrainian questions. I was asking him a lot of like friends and all the stuff question, and we like share our knowledge. But usually people just ask like 1-2 times, so what is going on in Ukraine, and you answer to them, and that's all. I support it everywhere. Like I tweet something, I have like a lot of blue hearts instantly, a lot of likes. They say like we are with you, Maynter, like all the stuff. It's forced me to go and work more and more. Thanks to them, I have my mentality still good, on good level. Tomorrow I have KCX. And this event obviously omega big, and to be completely honest with you, I didn't watch KCX before like live, and I still try to not overthink about this, because when you overthink, your like expectations go very high, when in reality it can be like worse in your head. So basically I don't overthink about this, and every time when I have these events from KC, it's so good, so I don't think about this, and I just wanna kind of go with closed eyes and open them already on the event and be like happy for this like 2, 3, 4 hours with my last dance with my teammates, with my KCB guys. It will be, I'm pretty sure it will be good. So I just wanna not create omega big expectations in my head.
Konbini!